And now we have Coach Doc Lee.
Thank you. Very, very disappointing loss. I almost came up here and gave you guys a Denny Green-esque performance in this press conference. I'm very upset, but I'm not just upset with my players, I'm also upset with myself. Boneheaded call at the end of the game to squib it, trying to run some extra time off the clock. It just didn't work out for us. We had to make some adjustments. We will be moving forward, and we're going to put this game behind us. With that, I will take your questions.
Yes, Coach Jay Gotti of EFL Network. You mentioned that final that choice with the squib kip. What was your thought process heading into it? I know you mentioned you wanted to take some time off the clock, but did you feel like that was the best decision from a coaching standpoint?
Honestly, the reason why I didn't kick it deep, and this is something that you try to trust your instincts. It was the wind. The wind was actually 7 to 10 miles per hour, and it was in our face. So in the second quarter, I noticed that our kicks were going shorter and shorter. So I said, well, let me squib it to try to take some of that air out, and hopefully it bounces in our favor. However, it did not. And it just was a bad call. That's something that I'll take away as the head coach, and I can't put that on our team. But you're trying to outsmart Mother Nature, and pretty much I got beat 2 times in one evening.
Yes, Coach. Another question. So even after the squib kip, could you speak a little bit more about your defense during that final drive?
Absolutely, and I felt that we were in a pretty good position. I felt we had the personnel out there to stop any offensive moves that were thrown at us, any plays. We were in a quarter set, three down linemen, eight, no, seven defensive backs, one linebacker. I thought we were pretty well versed. We had speed on the field. It was just poor angles. Taylor Rabb, our safety, made a very, very poor read on the running back angle route, and then our safety missed the tackle. I mean, they ran the ball with 20 seconds left on the clock in the fourth quarter. With, I mean, it was unbelievable that the angle that he took and then the missed tackle. But I mean, that's football.
Yes, I know one thing that you was pretty disappointed about during the preseason was the ground game for your offense. DeAndre Washington carried it for 162 yards. Were you satisfied with the production from your running back core?
Yes, I was definitely worried about the run game. We lost our starting running back in the preseason, so someone had to step up. And that running back room is full of pride. So, those guys, they take pride in being running backs in the EFL. They don't take it lightly. And DeAndre Washington, although he's penciled in as a backup, he came in and he said, I'm going to carry the load. And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah. Another question, Coach. Daniel Jones, he had himself a pretty good game. Three TDs, no picks. He almost went perfect in the field, 20 for 23. Um, do you feel like that's something going ahead, being able to add more pressure to the QB?
Absolutely. And you keep in mind, these are EFL quarterbacks. And if you give them any time, they're going to pick you apart. And just to let everybody know, I like giving you breaking news on these press conferences, but we have made the switch from 4-3 to 3-4 defense to increase that pressure. We actually traded for a cornerback as well as a rushing linebacker, a speed rushing linebacker in Ufumba Kamalu. Hopefully, he'll be able to bring the pressure as we make that transition to the 3-4. But you're absolutely right. I mean, Daniel Jones did a great game. I was pretty happy that we were able to limit the run game that they had to 84 yards. But the passing yards was definitely an issue, and it will be addressed. this week.
And one more question, Coach. Same. It's still Jay Gotti. You speaking really highly about Marcus Mariota heading out of the preseason once you acquired him. Do you feel like Marcus Mariota could be your quarterback going forward?
Honestly, I thought Marcus did a great job driving the ball down the field. I thought he did a great job leading us to the fourth quarter lead. And unfortunately, we couldn't hold on to win. Honestly, we should be 1-0 right now. So I'm really, really upset at this. But, we have a good Tampa Bay team coming in next week, and we just have to go in there and be prepared for next week. So at this time, we're moving on to Tampa Bay.